Stalker's been going hard today. I recorded some crazy footage this morning. I'm making a new documentary. Well, first of all, there's a siren. When I went on Twitter Live this morning, there's a siren that started before that, and it's a fire truck and an ambulance. They're driving around for like 5 minutes with a siren. And then I left the park a while after that, and then I drive up to this intersection. There's a fire truck, so I think that was the fire truck I was hearing, maybe. I don't know. But there's a fire truck and all these cops at this intersection, just sitting there and the cops are directing traffic and stuff. And I guess there was a wreck or something, I don't know, but I didn't see like any wrecked cars or debris anywhere or anything. There are these two semis sitting on the side of the road that I don't know. I don't know what happened, or if anything happened, or if it's just staged. But it's just this giant traffic jam though, you know? And then the fire truck guy has a red shirt on, and he's like walking around synced a bunch of times, and then he opens the door of the fire truck synced and gets in. And then I don't know if they synced when I drove through the intersection or not, but it might have just been a staged thing. I don't know, or if it was a real car wreck or what. But then, like right after that, like a minute later after that, after I drive through the intersection, there's a helicopter flying over my head. And it was going to a different place, I think. It was going to like this apartment building, I think, because when I came back the other way, there's a fire truck over by that apartment building. and then and then there's been a bunch of sirens today, and then there's been a bunch of traffic jams and shit everywhere. And then there's like a funeral procession, I think. Like it had to be, because there's a cop like stopped in the middle of the intersection and this long line of cars. But like the last car is synced, and these people walking up right now were getting out of their car, like as I was getting out of my car, and then I walked out on the path for a second, and then I walk back and get back in my car again, and they're like walking up to their car again as I'm getting in my car. And maybe what I'm saying. And probably a car is gonna come in when they leave or something. And somebody shot this or something. Fuck you, I'm hunting out here. And then something else crazy happened today, I forgot. But it's been like more stalkered up today, I think. And there's like a bunch of people everywhere, and there's a bunch of people here when I got here. Like there's this other girl with a red shirt that was like walking up to the edge of the parking lot as I'm driving into it. yeah, people just follow me around. Like they'll just get back in their car as I'm getting back in my car. Coincidentally, just don't leave me the fuck alone. They just follow me around and just be weirdos. And just sit next to me or whatever. The live stream I did last night, I wasn't recording it, but there were like these teenagers in the park that they were like walking up, and then they're just like standing there staring at me or whatever, I think. And they're just like, and they're like following me around. Like when I started walking, they're like following me around the park for a minute. Last car is leaving. Is something gonna happen? Thought a FedEx was gonna drive by or something. So yeah, they've been like more stalkered up so far today, it seems. And then just like a bunch of red cars all at once and shit. It seems there's more people outside today too. There's more cars today. So that's just life, I guess. There's a baby chemtrail. It's chemtrails. See at the fence. I hear a bird right now. I hear an engine sound right now. I see stalkers way in the distance over there, I think. Probably the whitey turned on the curve in the road, seeing if I would have looked that way. When I got across the street or something. Because that's just life. This bird just flew up right here, and then this car is driving by as I walk by where the bird flew up into the trees. Did you see the bird? I mean, like, I think he flew out in front of me, Sync, before that. And did it sink? It's chemtrailed up over there. I see a bunch of people posting about how there's no more chemtrails because the government shut down, but I see them right now. Guess the government's not shut down anymore. I don't think I've seen any the last few days though. The cloud, I've seen just regular looking clouds, but Have you ever seen the NASA cloud machine? NASA has this thing. It's like a building with like a smoke tower thing or whatever, and it produces clouds, just like regular fluffy clouds. So are regular clouds even real? Like, what's a cloud? I don't know. There's this loud truck driving behind me right now as I walk up to the bridge. I think this is the red shirt girl with the backpack that was walking up sync when I got here. Hopefully she don't gotta do in it and don't do it. Cause there's a back this morning that walked in front of me, and then there was a dude, and but like, what is the do though? Like, where does it come from even? Like, can they just can they just do it through your cell phone or something? Or the 5G towers? Or what? Like, where does it even come from? But sometimes people will walk by me or drive by me, and then there'll be a do at that moment. So I think people be doing the do. In gang stalking simulations, made videos talking about people with backpacks doing the do's, and but nothing happened when she walked by me though. I think. But there's no do's though, at least. There's a plan. I think he's flying next to me at the trees synced. Is that synced? Is it plainly synced? They're gonna sync. Right when I changed, right when I moved my phone from one hand to the other, a butterfly flew out in front of me. Do you hear the engine sounds over here? It's sync. I don't know if those were sync frogs, but I've heard frogs sync before. Just saying. There's videos where there's frogs syncing. This is frogs jumping in the water because I walked up, so they might just be regular frogs. But I've heard frogs syncing before at night when I'm walking around. So what else do they got? Do they got sync turtles? Do they got sync kangaroos? Do they got sync dolphins? Do they got sync seahorses? Do they got sync uh, dinosaurs? I think this engine sound is farting sync. I hear a plane coming. It's probably gonna sink. Is this a Lego bridge? Am I in Lego world? Is that why everything's synced? Why is everything synced? I think the plane's flying next to me synced, maybe. I don't know what's happening. I can't see him. But yeah, the helicopter today, I recorded it. Spoiler alert for the next documentary, but it flew right over my head, like really low in the sky over me. Like it was coming in to land next to the apartment building. I think I didn't see where it went. So I don't know if it's a real emergency or fake emergency, but if it's a real emergency, then they're just like going out of their way to sink on me, and that's retarded. Either way, it's retarded. Like some guy's dying of a heart attack, and you're going out of your way to sink on me on your way to pick him up in the helicopter. Like, he just dies because I drove by. Like, what the fuck? Somebody walking up with the dog into sight as I'm approaching the end of the bridge. Is it synced? Hear the engine sound right after I come off of the bridge. Is it synced? Was the thing before and after the bridge sync? Like they'll have a car before and after the crosswalk when I walk by the crosswalk sometimes. But usually it'll be right at the edge of the crosswalk or right at the end of the bridge, you know? But sometimes they'll do a before and after thing. Or every soccer will be right before the thing for a minute. Like they'll all be meeting me right before the intersection for a minute. At every intersection.
Hello.
Hello. The dog walker has a yellow shirt. Is it a yellow shirter? Is the wind sinking? I hear a train horn, I think. Do they got a sink bass? Am I gonna see a sink bluegill? Are these sink grasshoppers or are they regular grasshoppers? I don't know. They're just jumping up because I'm walking in the grass. But I'll see the sink ones though. So I don't know if they're all synced. I don't know. Is there a sink bluegill out here? Got any sink hawks? Is there gonna be a sink chemtrailer? Is there gonna be a sink jet? Is there gonna be a sink I don't think I've ever seen owls. I don't really see owls ever anyway, I guess, but I've seen all types of sink birds though. Sink geese and sink ducks and sink roosters going, oh, sink. So do they got sink cassowaries? Do they got sink velociraptors? The Sasquatch sink? Who doesn't sink? Does the Loch Ness Monster sink? So quiet right now. And then there's gonna be a sound right now because I said that. I hear something running next to me right after I said it. Is that it? The sink frog? I think there's sink birds chirping at me when I walked over here. That's the sink things. Things sink. And that's the sinks. The sink things. wind is sinking. I hear a jet in the sky. Is he sinking? I see him. I don't know. Is this a sink, grasshopper? Don't sink, bro. But yeah, there's this long ass like funeral procession. I think it was funeral procession. I don't think I saw the start of it, the middle of it, but the last car driving in front of me as the song is ending on the CD, and then it changes to the next CD. When the first verse ends or whatever, the cars in front of me are like the car ahead at the start of the traffic in front of me is turning. So like I'm driving up closer to the street, and then when the song ends, I'm driving up to the street. Just like traffic jam, just like after the line of cars, even like it's just like a bunch of cars behind them that are just like they're just to sync so that I'm pulling up when the song ends and shit. I see people walking ahead of me, I think. Just making sure nothing happened right there. I think I saw people walking ahead of me. I don't know. And I think there's been birds chirping seen. Probably sink bugs, like that fly that just flew by me. I feel like it was a sink bug. There's definitely a sink fly in my car though, and I heard a sink fly when I walked by there, right at the corner of it. Is bzz, bzz. This is a pretty chill path walk though. I thought I was gonna see more people because there's a bunch of people when I got here. Shit. There's a bunch of cars in the parking lot. I guess most of them left. So it was mostly that group, that one group. So, but here comes the bridge though. So it might be boring, but it's actually suspenseful because here comes the bridge. I think I heard an engine sound right there. I hear something right here too, like an engine sound or something. A different one. Distant engine sounds, cinematic engine sounds. Steven Stockberg movie set. I hear another plane. There's a bird right now in front of me, flying up and chirping in front of me. Did you see him? The wind is picking up right there at that pole, I think, where they would sink on me. Yeah. I hear a plane over here somewhere. I don't know what it's used to sink. Don't sink. I think I started to hear him as I was coming off the bridge, right? So it's probably a sink. It's like they'll be gliding without their propeller off, or without their propeller on, and then they'll turn it on, synced or something. Like, I don't know. Or they turn the volume up on the plane. Or I'm in a video game. Or I'm in hell. Or what is this? I don't know. How do planes work? Is somebody a plane expert? Can you make a plane louder by pulling a lever or something? And trucks will do that too, like truck engines and shit. A butterfly was flying in front of me right there. I think that was a sink. I think it was a sink. And then here's another bridge. Oh! What terrorist tactic is there going to be at the bridge? Is there going to be a loud, scary terrorist tactic, or a subtle, scary terrorist tactic? A spooky terrorist tactic? Or is it going to be nothing? I hear sink sounds right now, I think. I don't know. Was it sink sounds? I hear a bird chirping right now. There's somebody with a red shirt. Is it the girl with the backpack again? Oh, somebody with a dog. I think she was crossing the street when I came off of the bridge or something, and the dog's running toward me. Oh, he's stopped running back the other way now. I thought it was gonna run up to me synced. It might do that still. And they're gonna be like, get back here, I'm sorry about that. Oh, she's putting him on a leash, I think. Don't sink. Hello. What's up?
Sorry.
You're good. I don't know. Did anything sink? I didn't see a sink. Was there a sink? Maybe there was a car driving by that I didn't see. I don't know. This bird just flew right over my head. See a sink? How much does a sink dolphin cost? I don't know. Because I don't know if the animals are real or not. Like, if it's a robot dolphin, it probably costs a lot. If it's not, then it doesn't cost anything because it's a dolphin. Because it's a wild dolphin. But it just has nanoparticles in it or whatever that makes it sink. But I don't know if they got sink dolphins, do they? Probably. I think I've seen sink fish. I think there's a sink grasshopper right now. I think he's a sink. He sinked on me. And I think a car is coming to sink on me. I think it's gonna sink on me right now. White truck. He's late. Another car just drove by me right now. He looks like a sink head. Are the turtles synced? I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a sink turtle before. Like, I saw a turtle at the park one day that when I walked by it, there was I forget what happened. I think there was a duck floating by it and there was like a truck behind him or something, or like there was sink things happening when I walked by a turtle that was like sitting on a rock at the park one day. It was like sitting on a rock in the middle of the lake. But it wasn't moving or anything, it was just sitting there. So I've never seen a turtle sinking, like walking up sink. I've never seen that before. But that happened one day. So I don't know. Do the turtle sink? Like, maybe the turtle is a targeted individual, but they're sinking as I walk by him to make me think that he's a sink turtle. Maybe he's a targeted turtle. Don't sink. Did they sink? I don't know. It's a mystery. I feel like they were synced though. I don't know. Maybe not. Statistically, one of them is synced. At least. Like the wife might be a target, but the husband is a sink head. Because this is synced out here. 99% of people sink. So, I don't know. Who's not? And like if I see a group of people that are sinking, like I think like when I was a kid and I'm like with my family, like if they synced back then, like if I've been synced on my whole life or whatever, and like I was just like hanging out with my family or whoever, like a group of friends or whatever, and like we're out in public and like what if they were like syncing on somebody and I was with them and like I'm syncing on them, but I don't even know it. I don't even know about syncing even yet. Like when I see like a group of people sometimes or like a car with a bunch of people in it, like what if one of the people in there isn't a sink head? Or they're a target even. It's chemtrailed up over here though. And I think it's stalkers driving by. Every car probably. Is it every car? I don't know. Where's the unsync mobiles? Got some weed over here. And then when I go to the library a lot of time, they'll bring the like mentally handicapped people in there. Like the van from the whatever center. And they'll come over to the library and all the mentally handicapped people, maybe not all of them, I don't know, but they'll be syncing on me though. And sad that like mentally handicapped people and like children are synced. It's like sad and weird as fuck. And they'll just be like walking up and standing next to me synced and stuff. Oh, it's chemtrailed up over here too. Chemtrailed up. Bro, look at this chemtrail, bro. Ugh. Thick ass chemtrail. It's farting all over the sky. know syncmobiles? There'll be one over here probably. Most likely, maybe not. And maybe not just because I'm recording. Like maybe if I wasn't recording, there'd be a bunch of cars right now. I don't know. There usually is. There's like a car meeting me at the street, and then there's a bunch of cars on the way over here, and then there's a car meeting me right here. But right now it's not. It's not every time like that, but a lot of the time, most of the time. There's a fly flying up in my face when I turn. Flying up in my eyes as I turn. Trying to make me crash. Slamming on their brakes and trying to cause wrecks all day and shit, and like drive. And then there's a child on the bike in the middle of the street last night, like I said, and then there was a child on a scooter riding up to the intersection today as I drive up to it. Psycho as fuck. Butterfly, I think it was sinking on me. This car is probably a sink. This butterfly just flew up and hit my windshield, and it was right when the car got to the intersection. I think it was the syncmobiles and sink butterflies. When I drove through the intersection, there was a leaf blowing across it in front of me that looked synced. There's a leaf blowing out in front of me when that truck drives by me. There's no other leaves blowing in front of me other than those leaves. There's a whitey following me. I think he just came up behind me. He's getting closer. I guess I'm driving under the speed limit. My whitey. Sorry, whitey. I know you're in a hurry to ride my ass like a faggot. Oh, he's gonna pass me. Come out in front of me right here with a 29 plate, and I think it said A192 maybe, I don't know. It said 29 though, and I see that synced, and this blue truck just turned synced, and then there's a blue tractor over here. Is it gonna be a blue? Is it the Blues Brothers? Is he gonna do a sync? A blue truck driving out in front of me as I'm driving by the blue tractor. I knew it, and then he's making a sound right now, and the blue truck was turning over here when I turned. And this fly is flying up and landing on my phone synced, and then flying up and hovering in my face, and then get the fuck out. Fly out the window, bro. Be free. Here comes Whitey. There's a butterfly right now at the curve in the road flying in front of me. There's a car ahead of me in the Walmart parking lot over there that looked like it was sinking with both of those cars. There's a red truck driving right now that looks synced. There's a bunch of cars ahead of me that look synced, and the Whitey is turning when I get across the street. And the tan car and the white truck looks synced over there. Can you see all the syncs? I think the silver car turned synced, and probably the black truck was in between me and the silver car when he turned synced, and then the black truck turned behind me synced in my mirror. Sync things are happening, synced. And this car has one light, the silver car, as the light turns green. This has a 33 on it. Did I catch it? This is right here at the curve in the median thing where they synced. These are synced. Synced.